Hi friends, welcome to a new video of Daily Tips. Today's video talks about loan amortization schedule. An amortization schedule is a table detailing each periodic payment on an amortizing loan. Amortization refers to the process of paying off a debt over time through regular payments. Loan amortization schedule shows how much in principal and interest is paid over time. That means a portion of each payment or EMI is for interest while the remaining amount is applied towards the principal balance. The percentage of interest versus principal in each payment is determined in an amortization schedule. The schedule differentiates the portion of payment that belong to the interest expense from the portion used to close the gap of a discount or premium from the principal after each payment. While a portion of every payment is applied towards both the interest and principal balance of the loan, the exact amount applied to the principal each time varies, with the remainder going to interest. An amortization schedule indicates a specific monetary amount put towards interest as well as a specific amount put towards the principal balance with each payment. Initially, a large portion of each payment is devoted to interest. As the loan matures, larger portion go towards paying down the principal. Now, let us take an example scenario to understand loan amortization schedule in detail. Now, let us understand the loan amortization schedule through an example. We have taken the loan amount as 5 lakh rupees for 5 years, and every year we are planning to pay 12 payments, and the annual interest rate is 12%. So, the total number of payment will be 5 years multiplied by each monthly installment. So 5 multiplied 12, which gives 60. So for computing the loan amortization schedule, we must compute the EMI first. But then out of this EMI, what is the portion of principal payment and what is the portion of interest payment? For calculating all these portions, EMI, principal payment and interest payment, we have some Excel inbuilt functions. So let us check what is the Excel inbuilt function for calculating the EMI. There are plenty of tools available online to compute the EMI, but it is very much easy by using an Excel inbuilt function called PMT. PMT takes 5 input values, and the input values are rate, NPER, PV, FE, and type. So FE and type are indicated inside a square bracket, which means those two values are input values are optional, while the initial three input values, that is rate, NPER and PV, are the mandatory or required input values. So now let us check what does each of these input values mean. So the rate means the interest rate for the loan. How much interest rate we are taking the loan from the bank is indicated by the rate input value. Next one is NPER, that is a total number of payment for the loan. So how many times we are paying the EMI to the bank. In this case it is 60. PV is the present value or the total amount that a series of future payment makes to. So PV is nothing but the loan amount that we are taking from bank, and FE is the future value or a cash balance you want to attain after a future date. So here in this case, as we are taking loan from bank, FE will be 0. Type indicate when the payments are due. It can take 0 or 1. 0 indicate the payment is due at the end of the month, and 1 indicate the payment is due at the beginning of the month. Now for this example scenario of bank amount 5 lakh, 5 year loan for 12%, we can compute the equated monthly installment. So we need to use the PMT function. We are using the PMT function. Now we need to insert all the input values. So here, since we are calculating the equated monthly payment, we should give the monthly interest rate, not the annual interest rate. So 12% is divided by 12 will give you 1%, that means 0.01. 0.01 will be the monthly interest rate. Next one is the total number of payments. So we have calculated total number of payment as 60. So we are giving 60. Next is the PV. We are receiving 5 lakh rupee. 5 lakh rupees of a bank loan from the bank. So it will be 5 lakh. Close the bracket and press enter. You will get the equated monthly payment. So we can see that the equated monthly payment is indicated by a negative signature. That means every month we are paying this amount to bank. So for every month, the principal payment and interest payment out of this equated monthly equated monthly payment installment will be different. So we can calculate what is the principal payment and interest payment out of each of this EMI every month. So for calculating the principal payment, we have another function, another Excel inbuilt function called PPMT, and PPMT takes 6 input values. Out of 6 input values, 4 are mandatory and 2 are optional. Like in the case of EMI calculation, PMT function, FE and type are optional here also, and the rate per N per PV are the mandatory input values. The extra input value is per means the period for which you want to find the interest and must be in the range of 1 to n per. So we want to compute the principal payment for the first month. That is being represented by the per. For if we are calculating the principal payment for the second month, then we should give it 2 as 2, and so for all these subsequent months we should increase the number of month. So for every month we are we are paying 11,122 to the bank, and now we can compute the principal payment out of the equated monthly installment. So we are using PPMT, and here also, since we have to give the same interest amount, and we are giving the first month principal payment amount. So we are calculating first month principal payment amount. Number of payment is 60, which will remain the same. PV will also the same amount, 5 lakh rupees. So all these three values, that is rate, now total number of payments and the present value will remain the same in all the months payment calculation, principal payment calculation, but the only changing value will be the per, that is for which period we are calculating the principal payment. As we need to change this value in every calculation, we are giving a cell number, so that in the subsequent calculation it will be auto populated. So we need not to give the 1 2 3 up to 60 values, but it will auto populate. So now we are pressing enter, and we can see the amount out of 11,122, 6,122 is a principal payment. Remaining amount is a interest payment. So we can calculate the interest payment. For interest payment calculation, the Excel inbuilt function is IPMT. IPMT also takes the same input values like the principal PPMT function. So we can populate those input values to the IPMT function. So 0.01 is the rate, and again we need to compute the interest payment for the first month, and we need to since this number need to be changed, we are giving a cell number which correspond to the period. Total number of periods will be 60, and the present value of the loan is 5 lakh rupees. So close the bracket and press enter. We will get the amount 5,000. So when we consider both these payments, principal payment and interest payment, we can see that over here in the right corner, 11,122 is the sum. So what will be the outstanding principal balance amount? From this 5 lakh rupee, we have paid 6,122. So the remaining balance will be about 4 lakh 93,877 rupees. So the from the next period onwards, the interest is being calculated upon this outstanding principal. Now we are copying this equation to the second cell. So we can see over here all the input values remains the same except the second value, that is A10. Now the second period is A10, which means 2. We are calculating the principal payment for the second month, and we can see around 60 rupees increase in the second month's EMI payment. So out of 11,122, 6,183 goes to principal payment. So in the second month itself, around 60 rupee increased in the principal payment amount, and the corresponding amount is being decreased in the interest payment. And if we consider both the payments, again it sum to the same EMI 11,122. You can see over here in the right corner. So what will be the new outstanding principal? So this was the current outstanding principal, and we have paid 6,183. So the remaining outstanding principal will be 4,87,694. Now we are populating the value by selecting these three equation to the 60th month. You can see in the third month, the principal payment out of the equated monthly installment has increased a little bit, around 60 rupee again, and the corresponding amount is being decreased from the interest payment. So total remains same, 11,122, and the new outstanding principal is 4,81,000. So over the months, while the loan matures, the principal payment amount is increasing, and the interest payment amount is gradually decreasing. So gradual increase in principal payment amount and gradual decrease in interest payment amount. So at the end of the period, that is the 60th period, 11,012 rupees are correspond to the principal payment amount, and only 110 rupees is going towards the interest payment, and the outstanding balance is 0. That means our loan is completed now. The outstanding balance is 0 now. Loan closed. So this is the amortization schedule. Amortization schedule gives an idea how much the portion of principal payment and interest payment in every equated monthly installment payment. So the Excel inbuilt function which help us to understand this EMI, principal payment and interest payment, are PMT, PPMT and IPMT. With these three equations, we can easily compute or make the loan amortization schedule. It is very easy. Guys, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Thank you friends. Bye.